What's going on, YouTube? R to the double coming at you once again. And this time I'm just doing a recap video, just basically on all the news that's been coming out over the last couple of days, last week or so. Mainly about Nintendo, really all about Nintendo as far as this video is concerned. Just a second. Alright, so a lot of news, a lot of good stuff to get to. Now, before I do this, there's so many YouTubers out there that are just getting a bit ridiculous, really, with every video that passes, every podcast that passes, just getting more and more ridiculous. I mean, now the latest thing I'm hearing is, oh, they want to come on and they want to make podcasts or videos, but they don't want to touch on the hot topics because everyone else is making videos about them. Excuse me that I'm not afraid or annoyed in any way by talking about what everybody's talking about. That's kind of what we do here. But anyways, now that being said, a couple of things to talk about. First and foremost, the rumors that are getting closer and closer to being actually confirmed from very reliable Nintendo insider sources that have been right about a bunch of other stuff and not really wrong all that often, saying that Nintendo is in the works on making an HD remake, kind of what they did with Wind Waker on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And also, along with that rumor, there's another one that says that they're doing it with Skyward Sword. But I don't seem to be hearing that much about the Skyward Sword one. But I've seen and read a lot about Twilight Princess. First and foremost, my impressions on that is, please, for the love of God, bring it. Please bring it. Because that happens to be, like you guys have seen my videos in the past, if you follow me for any amount of time, you know that Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is my favorite Legend of Zelda title of all time. If it's not that, it's Skyward Sword. I usually go back and forth between those two because they're just both so great. Now, I know the obvious answer. Everybody's always, oh, Ocarina of Time, Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time is a masterpiece, and it is deserving of the title best game of all time, period. Not just Zelda game. But just for me, Twilight Princess was just... Twilight Princess to me was like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on steroids. Just blown the fuck wide open. Much bigger world, much nicer look and graphical approach. An incredible story, very dark, just like Ocarina of Time, and just very, very well done, man. And the whole gameplay mechanic where you switch between the Twilight Realm and the real realm, kind of like in Link to the Past, but also the wolf mechanic where you become Wolf Link and Human Link. Just so great. So my impressions on this, man, if they do this anywhere near the way they did Wind Waker HD, listen to me good, you're not hearing things. You can hold the brand new Legend of Zelda that's in the works right now that we've been waiting for. You could hold that as long as you want, man. Just give me this Twilight Princess HD remake with the same love and treatment that you gave Wind Waker HD, and I'm good. I'm good. You can hold on to that new Zelda as long as you want, make all the tweaks you want, because when that drops, which I don't believe will be on the Wii U, I don't care how many times they want to say it, until I see it on Wii U, I don't think it's coming to Wii U. I think it's going to be held out for a launch title of the NX, but that's neither here nor there. Twilight Princess, man, an HD remake. If it looks anything like that demo we saw in 2012 when they were revealing, or 2011 when they were revealing the Wii U, good God Almighty, that's all we need, man. That's all we need, and I guarantee you that will bump sales, just like Super Mario Maker has bumped sales, just like Splatoon bumped sales, just like a bunch of games in this past year bumped sales. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, man, with that wide open world, that amazing story. And just, man, I don't need no, I mean, I loved it on the Wii. I loved it with the motion controls and all of that, but I don't even need that. Just the classic controller, or the Pro controller, this right here. Oh, excuse me. This right here is good enough. Just give me HD remake of Twilight Princess. Playable with this, I'm good, man. So I think that would be amazing. I think that's something Nintendo definitely needs to do, just to kind of to hold the hardcore fans over and show us that they're still investing in us while getting NX ready to come out the gates. And then as far as we're speaking on NX, that's part of the other news that so many people are tired of talking about. I'm sorry, I'm not tired. I get excited about new consoles, especially Nintendo. Sue me. Don't care. Really, NX, man. We had a whole bunch of rumors earlier in the year. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Had a whole bunch of rumors earlier in the year. A lot of them on the negative side of things, such as the rumor that it's rumored that it's not going to be even as powerful as PlayStation 4, which I talked about this earlier in the year. And also, now we have a bunch of more rumors on the positive light of things concerning this console. But what we do have that's not rumor, that is actual fact, is that just like so many of us thought, it is coming out in 2016. From what I understand, Nintendo had some kind of a sit-down interview with the Wall Street Journal, and the Wall Street Journal confirmed, through that interview, was confirmed that the system is coming in 2016. So that is official as far as I understand it. And it's no surprise to me at all. This is exactly what Nintendo needs to do, which is awesome. But after that confirmation came out, so many rumors came out, so many anonymous developers started saying that they already had the development kits for the NX, and that what they're seeing in these development kits cannot be run on PCs, even on a PC, unless that PC is packing industry-leading cutting-edge chips. So, now this is saying that the NX is going to be vastly more powerful than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Do I believe that? Look here, man. It will definitely be something that Nintendo's not known for if they go this route. But at the same time, if we're honest with ourselves, and this is not just me hoping, I mean, I do hope that happens. I hope it is more powerful. That's just me. But this is not what's behind me saying this. What's behind me saying this is if you really analyze this past generation with the Wii U, Nintendo has done a lot of things this generation that are not characteristic of them. They've had a more heavy emphasis on an online infrastructure and online play. When you look at how good Smash Bros. Has been, when you look at how good Mario Kart has been, when you look at Splatoon, the way they release Splatoon, holding back content and trickling it out little by little, keeping the game fresh, they're not known for that. They're not known for trusting their IPs like The Legend of Zelda over to a third-party developer like they did with Hyrule Warriors, which was a smash hit. So, and now with Platinum Games working on Star Fox. So Nintendo has done a lot of things this gen that is out of the box for them. So what's to say that they wouldn't go the power route this coming generation, which is uncharacteristic for them? But I hope they do, man. But a lot of these developers are saying that, yeah, what they're seeing with these development kits is mind-blowing, and that Nintendo has a powerhouse here, and that it's not capable to be run on PCs unless you have the latest industry leading cutting-edge technology video cards. So that's, in and of itself, that is amazing news. Let's see how true that ends up being. But, I mean, my thoughts on that are, fuck yeah. That's what Nintendo needs to do, man. Because people, you know, I talked to so many people over the last couple of days, Nintendo fans, and they say, yeah, that'd be awesome, but, you know, their system, their games really don't require that much power. You know, their characters, Mario, Yoshi, the Pikmin, Kirby, they don't require all that power. And I understand why they say that, but I couldn't disagree more. Because who wouldn't want to see a 3D Mario adventure title with all that power to make, yeah, they'll be cartoony, but they'll be clear, crisp, and beautiful, and vibrant, and wide open worlds, even more eye-catching and more alive than the tracks that you find in Mario Kart 8, which are just astounding. So, who doesn't want to see that? Who doesn't want to see a Legend of Zelda title with the vastness as far as the size of the worlds and the openness and the amazing visual effect of like the Final Fantasy games? I mean, we just had the director or producer, I forgot his name, of Final Fantasy coming out saying that he would love to make a Legend of Zelda game with the technological prowess and power that is usually found in the Final Fantasy games on those other consoles. I have no problem with that. I think that is exactly what Nintendo needs to do. Imagine a Metroid game. Metroid Prime, or even a third-person Metroid game, kind of played kind of like in the Gears of War style, like behind the character. But, you know, this wide open world and corridors and shuttles and ships and all this and different planets with that much power behind it, with a capable online multiplayer mode, you know, first-person view like Prime, that could combat Halo. I mean, who doesn't want that? Well, you need the extra power to make that happen. So I definitely would love to see that happen. I mean, just there's a lot of buzz, man, in the industry now. You know, also other news or other topics. Star Wars Battlefront. I have the beta on my PS4. Played it a couple of times. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with EA and DICE. I did not have any faith in them whatsoever, rightfully so, to think that they would have the game looking anything like what was shown at E3, and it is exactly what was shown at E3. Visually stunning. Stunning, amazing. Man, my hat's off to the developers over there, man, to make those models look that lifelike, that smooth, and that just pristine in visual quality. and it moves beautifully. I didn't see any real frame rate issues or anything like that. 20 versus 20 online, I mean, it's crazy. The only complaint I have, and it's not really a complaint because it's a demo, it's just a little bite-sized chunk of the game. It's just that it was 2 modes, 2 levels, and there's so much chaos going on that you're going to get your ass whooped. You know, you blasted from all directions, you don't even know who killed you. But, you know, that comes with the territory. I'm sure the more we play, the better we get, and the more adjusted we get. I think the game looks amazing, and that's a definite day one buy for me in November. After seeing what I've seen and playing what I played. What else, man? I think, Yoshi's Woolly World, man. I just copped that the other day. I have yet to play that game alone. I put about 7.5 hours in it. It's always me and my wife. Co-op is so fun in that game. You are talking about one of the more visually stunning games of this entire generation. Bar none. Doesn't matter what console you're talking about, because the yarn aesthetic is so well done. I can see now why they delayed this game so much over the last couple of years, because everything looks like it really was handcrafted. Not just the Yoshis and the characters, but the worlds and everything around, and the way things unravel, and the way paths are uncovered, and all the collectibles and all that. It is just a stunning game to look at, man. A full support for amiibo functionality. I mean, there are hundreds of Yoshis to unlock in there. Every level has a hidden Yoshi that you can unlock, along with a bunch of other hidden collectibles. Like I said, I'm 7.5 hours into the game. We're like in World 4 or 3, I believe. And there's about 8, 9 levels, more or less, in those worlds. Just an amazing game. I couldn't be happier with it. I think it's just another feather in the cap of the Wii U. And that's where I want to end today's video, is talking about the Wii U. I mean, and you can call me the Wii U advocate, the defender of the Wii U, whatever you want to call me. The fact of the matter is I'm a gamer. And when a console has an outstanding game library, then that to me is an outstanding console. And the Wii U is just that. Whether you talk about, I mean, I've gone through this so many times, but whether you talk about Mario 3D World, whether you talk about Mario Kart 8 or Smash Bros. Wii U, whether you talk about Splatoon or Pikmin 4, The Wonderful 101, Zombie U, Lego City Undercover, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, Bayonetta 1 and 2, Yoshi's Woolly World, Mario Maker. I mean, notice how I have no paper in front of me and I'm just batting off names of these amazing, epic, all these games that I just mentioned are exclusive. Exclusive. Monster Hunter Ultimate, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, New Super Mario Bros. U, and others that I don't own, like Rayman Legends, that became multi-plat because that was really stupid. But anyways, the game is amazing. It's just a console where, man, I go there to spend, easily 85 to 90% of my gaming time is on my Wii U. As I said before, a PlayStation 4, I think it's a console with great potential. But I cannot call it a great console because it does not have a great game library. I own, I believe, 6 games physically, along with 3 or 4 more digitally. And now one of those games is a PlayStation exclusive that is brand new right here, right now, this gen from the PlayStation 4. Everything is either a multi-plat or a PlayStation exclusive that's been remastered from last gen, like The Last of Us Remastered. Outstanding game, I love it, but it's The Last of Us. That was last gen. Grand Theft Auto 5, same deal. Evolve, I don't even play that junk. I mean, my wife bought it for me and I gave it a try. Didn't like it at all. Never played it again. Mortal Kombat X, amazing, but it's a multi-plat. NBA 2K15, same deal. WWE 2K15, same deal. It's just Far Cry 4, awesome, multi-plat. Nothing there is, giving me room to say, or reason to say this is a great console. No, it's got great potential. Let's see what happens next year when they feel the heat, when a new Nintendo console is coming out, and they gotta bring forth reasons for you to stay buying that system. Same deal with Xbox. But the Wii U, man, I mean, every time I turn on my Wii U, whether I'm going on Miiverse to see what's popping, whether I'm looking at the Waru Plaza where all the main games that the communities are playing are displayed, and I'm looking, man, look, there's indie games there that people are playing, there's racing games that people are playing, there's 2D side scrollers that are playing, there's Mario Maker, all this variety, man. It is just a vibrant console full of life, full of just amazing games. And it's a shame that this generation was so cruel to it. But I guarantee you the Wii U will be one of those consoles that we look back at like we look back at the Dreamcast and in some cases the Saturn and say, damn, what an amazing console, what an amazing library. Why the hell didn't people back then buy that system? It'll be the same deal with the Wii U, but it won't be that deal for me because I've been playing it all gen, man, and it ain't nothing better than the Wii U. So there you have it. Those are my 2 cents, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Peace.